our first podcast. We will be talking about what can gaming do to help you grow in life. Yeah, that's it. Basically, we're just gonna talk about gaming because we are gamers. Let's go. Okay,
Yay!
to open this, I'll move you away for a bit.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
I know, Lucky. Shut up. Okay, everyone, you don't see anything here. That's fine. I will direct myself in a bit. Welcome to the world of gaming.
The world of
Um,
gaming.
we are humans. We have our reality. But when we go into the gaming mode, we go into a portal and we live our own lives. That's why I have this beautiful background of a portal here, and it's basically life. The moment you go behind your PC, console, whatever, you're going into a whole different space. So let's
Uh-huh.
talk about the space.
Okay.
Now I move you here, Okay, let me. This is five hat. I know. I'm smart. I think about it.
I have no clue what you're seeing or what chat is seeing right now. So
Um, just a screen with a portal, okay? Just a portal to somewhere.
there's a portal. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. You're here on full screen. Welcome, Tuan.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for
Thank
having
you for
me.
having.
And let's just have some fun today.
Thank you for having me. What the fuck? You're the host who said.
I don't care.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
Okay. We'll be talking about what can gaming do to help you grow in life.
Mm-hmm.
Did gaming help you do anything or grow in life?
Did gaming help me?
Yeah. Did gaming help you in
Yes,
any way?
definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Then this is a nice subject to talk about. So
Yes,
let's
it
start with the basic. Why did you start with gaming?
is. Suser as a host is so funny. Why did I start with gaming? Well, I think to point out the obvious, I feel like every kid started gaming, or actually grew up, or at least I was lucky enough to actually grow up with gaming. I think it was the PS2 or the PS1, and when you are gathered with family, when you're gathered with people that you love, um, the console or the game that you're playing brings them together. And when I grew older and had my own money and could get my own PC in this case, you know, gaming was just an escape of reality, to be really honest with you.
I like what you're saying. The escape from reality is really. I think a lot of people would agree with.
Definitely.
Everyone has a hard life. Life sucks, whatever. And gaming is a really nice way to escape this reality, and just
Hmm.
be like yourself in some kind of way. Because
Hmm.
most people always have like a mask on. You know what goes
How
on.
about you though? How about you though? How did you start gaming?
My journey with gaming started when, geez, I was addicted back in the
You were
game.
addicted.
Yeah, like a little bit. I started with a PS2, PS1. It's just
Okay.
fun, like, oh, you have a screen, game, things happen, Yeah, yeah, you have left right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like that was actually wow. This world is something new, something fresh. The gaming
Definitely.
was
Yeah.
definitely in, let's say, the 2000, something like that. Really new to this world,
Probably. Yeah.
and I like to see this escape from reality. Like
Mhm.
you couldn't have your knife, and when the moment you start on the bling, bling, the on
Yeah.
button, you
Yeah.
are in a whole different zone.
I think it's in general when it comes down. I mean, you could call it escape from reality, but to be fully immersed in a world that is different, you know.
Hmm.
I feel like game developers also create their game, and especially when you play open world games, to immerse in this world, and you basically can do everything. Things like magic, things like flying, shit like that, things that we can't do in real life. It's just amazing to be really immersed in that world, and also to, you know, not explore that world. Excuse me.
Oh yeah,
About being
escape from
immersed in the
reality,
world.
being immersed. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
definitely to escape reality is a really nice thing, but
Mhm.
it also has some downsides, of course.
Definitely.
What has been a downside for yours?
As in
For you?
gaming.
Yeah.
I feel like the downside of gaming was definitely the fact that I got addicted. We talked about having an escape from reality, which in a way could be a good thing, but also the bad thing. It kind of when you start gaming, and in my case it was like open world games or League, for example. I was immersed. I don't know, but I was into a different world. But I kind of forgot reality. I've kind of forgot that I have a life. I kind of forgot that I have responsibilities. and I kind of forget that I have to eat sometimes. So the downsides, and I think that has to do with anything, whether that's a gaming or a hobby or whatever, is that it being your escape from reality might also be not an escape, but a distraction.
Mhm.
And that's something that is a downfall of gaming. People that don't really know the difference between when it's fun to have playtime or when it's productive. So that was my downside, being addicted to a game and not really realizing what I had to do. How about you?
Yeah, for me, I used to be addicted to gaming, really. An
Same.
addict. I think when I had my first PC, that's when it all went downside, to be honest. My first
Yeah.
PC, I could.
Your gaming PC or laptop?
It was a gaming. It's a regular PC, but it used as gaming, you know?
Okay.
uh, I used to play like Gary's mod, Gmod.
Oh.
I was like really addicted to it, and then I found Team Fortress 2, and that's
Yeah.
when my life was like here, and then whoop, it went
You're
really
downhill.
downhill, really downhill.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, gaming, this escape from reality. Like, I want more, I want more, I want more. I was so
Yeah.
addicted to like sort of. It's not a grind, but you're grinding something in your head. Like, I want to escape this reality that I have, do
Uh-huh.
responsibilities. Let's just all forget about it and be in this moment. And
Mm.
I love to be in that moment. I was lost in that moment. To be honest.
Definitely, I agree. I agree.
I was also in, I think it's called high school. Um,
Middle school?
Middle school, yeah, middle school.
Yeah.
It was my first year. I was doing okay on school, but gaming has made me, lose my level a little bit. I was,
Your motivation, your grades started
yeah,
to drop.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like,
Oh
you're
shit.
going to school like for let's say 6 to 8 hours, and
Mm.
after that I went gaming for like 8 hours again, and this repeated, so there was no study time, anything. I think that
Yep.
was the downhill for me when I
Yep.
really realized that on the age of 12 when gaming is fun and amazing,
Mm.
but when you want to escape too much from reality, you can get lost to it,
Definitely.
and that's really a downside for me. And yeah, I lost. We have like levels in the Netherlands, and I lost like a level of study or education.
Mhm. Education, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the moment when I like shit, man.
Is,
Uh,
is there also room for people in your chat to like react to it or talk with us, by the way?
yeah, sure.
Because I see a comment on your chat from Sora EU. I wasn't gaming back in school a lot, only on weekends. I was actually studying so hard. Did you also had that? Because I didn't. I couldn't just like, oh, I'm just gonna game this weekend and that's it. I couldn't do it. It was gaming 24/7 for me.
Yeah, same for me. So I was so bro. I found out about trading and
Trading?
yeah, like when I was 12, I was trading in Team Fortress, and I was
Oh,
making
okay.
money on that. I was like, whoa, this game is making me money. What the fuck?
Yeah,
So I won't say I scam people, but
you did.
people who don't know the prices,
No, you
you
did.
undervalue them. So like when something's like worth, let's say 10K, I give them 2K, and they were like, oh yeah, sure, because trading was really
Yeah,
new, and that's where my,
yeah.
my addiction was like, it just kept growing, growing. It's like,
It's
oh,
a good thing. It's a good thing because it's also a skill that I think you and I have learned. Salesman, the art of sales and maybe manipulation, but it's
I was like, you don't know the prices, so why not? Let's just make money on this. I was like, whoa.
uh,
You have like keys in Team Fortress, and key was like worth a few euros per stock, or like
yeah.
per stock. And I was like, I have not two, I have three, I have 10, I have 20. I was like really growing so fast. And that's when I also got addicted to opening crates.
I see. So
And
that's where your addiction started. But
so
in the other side, from a very young
it's
age, you
really nice
knew
night.
how to sell or you knew how to like make money of something that you didn't really know it existed. But how did you
Definitely.
do that with bank information? Like you didn't have PayPal, you were like 14,
Oh,
15 or
back in the
16.
day, I used to ask my mother, "Can you buy this for me?" And I was like, "It's safe, no one." Because back in the day, internet was
Oh,
really,
really?
the internet was new, like for
Yeah,
the generation.
yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
"Can you buy this for me? It's safe. Don't worry, it's a platform."
yeah.
And from that, I just traded and be active in communities. And
How did
people,
you get money though? Because you said that you actually made
you
money
can
out
get
of
you
it.
back in the day, you can get free drops in the game, and that was Bitverse or something. And I just lowballed and lowballed, and bloop.
But like, did you make money in terms of like euros or as in?
I could. Was like
Oh, you could,
at
but it
least,
was like in-game money, in-game
yeah,
currency.
yeah.
Okay.
But I think that was like the positive side of gaming that I found out. Like, whoa, I learned to trade. The
Yeah.
downside, sort of skipped school and I dropped my level. I skipped my education. I was gaming. I was like addicted. So yeah, I think that gaming has a lot of positive benefits. So let's talk about
Of
that
course.
first before we go into the
Sure,
negative
sure, sure,
side again.
sure. Yeah.
What has been a positive thing for you with gaming?
I feel like multiple different things, and I started to realize this later on. Is my English. My English not very good. It is not perfect, but definitely something I don't really know. Communicating skills, definitely being able to communicate in a different language.
Mm-hmm.
So in my family, for example, I don't even know. I think it all came with typing. Excuse me. But definitely learning how to speak in English. Um, that was some benefit, like a huge benefit that it actually got. I have multiple different ones, but um, you're someone is saying not very good. Shut the fuck up. Your English is practically native level. I wouldn't say native, but the thing is that speaking in
I
English,
agree, Sky.
definitely, definitely.
I agree, Knight. Like English, I remember when I was, I think like 12. That's when I also learned like, whoa, there's another language than Dutch. What? Huh?
Hmm.
This cannot be true. It started with for me with Pokemon. New game was the first word I
Oh
learned.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I learned from new game. Like, wait, I click on new game and something is starting.
Continue.
Like,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
what? And that's when I started to
yeah,
understand like new game, load game, start game. It's like, oh,
yeah,
this means I'm starting something. Like, wow.
yeah.
I think that was for me the main reason where when I learned English.
Yeah.
It's also not gaming for me, not really communicating, but just playing a game. Like you see text, and you want as a kid you're curious and you want to understand certain things.
Mm, mm.
And yeah, English was just a part of it, and we grew up with that. So communication is really a benefit of
Words.
gaming for sure. Like you learn to
Yeah.
communicate and text whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like easier to say something on the internet than in real life. I would say for some
Mm.
people. For me,
I
it was
think
as well.
my first word that I learned was like continue. It was on the PS2 with like Jack and Dexter or like Ratchet and Clank. And unfortunately, we are not like one of those old people that I mean, old people. That sounds so bad, but those people that were like, I started on the Nintendo 64 or something like that. Unfortunately, I grew up with the PS1 and the PS2. But about that new game, everything, I always used to override my sister's like load or like those memory cards and you can override someone
Yeah,
else's
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So I was like, new game, yeah, fun. And then I was back in the base in the beginning while she was like, I don't fucking know where she was, but I kind of fucked up so many times, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel that. Rezu, I
But
feel you.
definitely language. One thing I also learned is when it came into league, and I think this is kind of weird, not really weird, but
Yeah, night.
being, how do you call this? Um, Blaming yourself as in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
As in, there is seriously nothing that I could do or someone else can do in my team to help me improve. Like the only way I could be better as a person gaming is just me. Like no one else can fix my own skills other than me. So being self-aware and seeing what you can improve, even though I fucking suck at League right now, but it's fine. It's totally fine.
I feel that. What has also been a positive side for you with gaming? Like, and not communication wise, but what else did you learn from that?
Be efficient with money. Same things. Same. I mean, right now, I would say I finally learned how to be efficient with money. Back in the day, I wasn't because I was gambling addicted. But to be really honest, like just like you, learning from a very young age how to, for example, scam. To be really honest, it's scamming or trading or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it's scamming like Hobo. I don't know, Hobo.com, whatever. We used to trade like
Humble.
how do you say hoe zeg je meubels in het Engels?
Furniture?
Fucking furniture. You used to trade furniture and shit like that. In a way, it was scamming people, but it was trading. Okay, being efficient. Same thing with League of Legends and with any game. You have income. You have a certain income to buy certain items. You need to be efficient with money. Efficient with money. And in a way, that's also something that I've learned. So I think like being responsible for your income and outcome, language. There are multiple that I can't really name some for some reason. Do you have any benefits?
I'd say improving myself has been one of the main things that I learned from gaming actually. Like
Mm-hmm.
if we take an FPS genre or League, whatever game you play, you always want to become a better player in a certain way. If it's in terms of
Yep.
rank, skill, efficiency,
Also,
whatever it is. And I think
yeah.
like when I started playing FPS games, my first game, real FPS game was Crossfire. I don't know if you remember.
No, I
It's
don't.
a really old game, and
Uh-huh.
I was like, "Whoa, why are these people so good? I want to become better." So you're really criticizing yourself. You start
Yeah,
like,
being
okay,
self-critical. Yeah.
yeah, actually self-critical, and it was like, okay, I'll do this. This happened, so let's not do this the next time. Let's just improve. Your aiming, skill, positioning. You learn everything from that, and that's also something.
There is a comment on my in my chat from Razy, by the way. Welcome to the stream. About copying Yu-Gi-Oh cards and gluing the print on hard paper so it feels realistic, and basically scamming the fuck out of people. I used to do that with Pokemon cards. I wasn't really a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I was a
Same.
Pokemon fan, but I always used to do. And it was like this dark Pikachu. There was not even a real card, but dark Pikachu. And I said like, yeah, this is such a good card. And I traded that with axes and like I don't even know. I still have my Pokemon collection, but like from a very young age, besides being like self-aware, self-critical, and learning income, we also learned how to scam people. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Hey,
like
in a
scamming
way,
works.
because I worked in the sales, I wouldn't say I scam people, but in a way, I use those things, those old tactics when I was younger. Like, yeah, this is good. This is really good. It helps you, you
It's the
know.
best card, you know. It's high quality, rare, you know. Yeah, I think like let's just call it scamming, basically. Scamming wise, you can learn a lot from gaming, and you can see
Yeah.
the hard side of gaming as well.
You can look at scamming as in, you gaining while someone else loses, but you could also use it as in, I mean, sales is basically convincing someone that he or she should try something or buy something, right?
Mm-hmm.
That art of knowing what to say could be considered scamming or being a good salesman, but it really helps. It's not having to do with anything buying, but you remember, I think I told this to Ryan, a personal friends of ours, by the way. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a really good day. How are you, Dorian? But you remember when people never really wanted to, remember when people really didn't really like wanted to come outside, and we were just calling them, and we were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And people would say like, "No," and you would basically say, "Okay, I'll see you in 10 minutes," and just hang up the phone. That's
Mm-hmm.
something you do as well. Like you call me and say, "What are you doing?" I say, "I don't know," and then you basically say, "I'll be at your place at 10 minutes," and you hang up the phone. That's fucking manipulating in a way, bro. Like, but it's still something that we've learned in a way, you know?
Yeah, I think like gaming is showing people a lot of skills that they can have and learn and develop in a way for sure. I feel like mentality wise, I learned a lot from gaming, and being more confident in gaming is also really something that I learned this
Mm,
way as well.
mm,
Like when you want to escape reality, you have like a
mm,
face mask on,
mm.
and in a game, you know how people are. They say like "fuck you," "I hate you," "you suck," blah blah
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
yeah, yeah,
People are flaming, whatever. They feel free in the online world, but it's
yeah.
also a really toxic side of gaming.
It's,
It's the worst side of gaming. I can say for sure. People are so toxic in the internet because you don't see someone. You really
people are
don't.
toxic. People are toxic.
Let's.
Even we were, bro.
I have never been really toxic in games, to be honest.
Ah, that's
No,
cap.
I got never banned in League. Never from
Neither did
toxicity.
I. Neither did I. But still, not even in League, but just play other games, sir. Well,
Okay, listen, but I'm never. Okay,
yes.
let's say I'm toxic, but I'm never gonna say it to the person. Okay.
What does that mean? So you're
I'm just
basically
say. I
instead
just
of
say to you.
saying,
I just say to you they suck, and that's it.
okay, so instead of saying, "Oh, Blue, why didn't you check short? You're fucking garbage. You're a fucking useless piece of shit." You just say, "Wow, thanks, team." And that's your like way of,
That's
So it's
just
like not
my.
direct insulting people, but you're like in a way insulting people.
Okay,
Is
let's say
that bad?
I'm insulting them, but not directly. I just say to my friends like, oh, they suck, they are bad, blah blah blah. But I won't say in chat like, oh, you are a bad player, blah blah. I don't feel like giving that feeling of, you know.
That was the word I was looking for, Razy. Passive aggressive. You were passive aggressive. Backhanded, like, I see. I see.
Yeah, it's also aside from gaming, right? Toxicity is really something that's, you know, it's there. You have to deal with it. And
Yes.
mentality wise, you really get tough with that.
Hmm.
You're thinking like, I don't give a fuck anymore, and you can even apply it in your life as well.
Of course.
Have you done that?
When it comes down to dealing with toxicity,
Uh huh.
of course, like, when you're putting yourself in such an environment, League is one of the most, I feel like, well-known games for toxicity. And this is the thing. When you are when you're competing for a boxing match, you expect to be hit, right? You're not gonna be there and be like, I mean, of course you wanna win, but you expect to be hit. The same goes for League. You expect people to be fucking toxic in a way. It kinda sounds weird to say, but I already prepare myself for what can come. And the same goes in real life. Modern Warfare 2 lobbies were both
Yeah,
different. They're
yeah. I was. Yeah,
like,
they're both different.
the thing is that in real life there will be a lot of people who will judge you or will say things about you or your decisions, and I kind of expect that. But League and many other games basically taught me to turn that shit off. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I would say I care about people's opinions, but I don't. I seriously don't give a single fuck about someone else has to say about me. Or I mean, we can disagree with things, and I think you and I also disagree with a lot of things, and also agree with a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a mutual respect with each other, right? We understand and we
Definitely.
respect. You don't have to agree with me, neither do I agree with you. But in real life, and I feel like in League and in every game that there are gonna be people that don't respect you, don't understand you, and that's basically it. And for me, I can fight fire with fire, but I don't give a single fuck. I seriously don't give a single fuck. So what I took with me in terms of gaming in my real life is to basically turn my ears off, and the things that is useful, keep it, learn something from it. But the things that are useless, like, oh, your mom, this and this and that, blah blah blah, bro, I don't give a single fuck about
Yeah, that's definitely something you learn to turn off things. Don't take things so seriously. Also, and that can also apply in real life as well. Besides gaming, gaming has also teach me I don't give a fuck. So whatever you say,
that. Yeah,
salute.
just
Do your thing,
goodbye.
man. I don't care
You
about
just
you.
go
You know.
next. Go next. Like seriously, GG, well played. Go next. It's just how it is.
And do you think like if you take League, you're a League player, main. It's your main game.
Unfortunately,
What has
unfortunately.
League teach you the most?
Hmm.
If you take this genre of MOBA,
Yeah. This is the genre of. I feel like in a way,
yeah.
hi Lani. In a way, like I said again, putting my thoughts at zero when it comes down to toxicity, because I seriously don't
Mm-hmm.
give a fuck what anyone says. I even make fun of people. Like when someone is flaming me, I'm just like, "Aw, are you okay, buddy? Do you need some help? Like, do you need a hug or something like that? You want to talk about something? How was your day, sir? Stuff like that." But in all seriousness, though, what has League taught me? Being a captain, being a does that sound weird?
Captain? In what kind of way do you
Being
mean?
being a leader in a way that it's not right now, but it has taught me something. Being able to work in a team, even though someone might suck, you might not understand each other. People, I mean, League doesn't use the chat anymore. We use pings, but besides that, League, shut up, Lucky. League has taught me to work with people that I fucking hate, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing because despite having the differences, despite all having different skills, we all have one goal in common, which is winning in League. But in
Good
real
night,
life, you
Steel.
will
Thank you for
always
being here.
have moments where you are in a situation with people that you might disagree with, but we all have this one goal in common,
Mm-hmm.
which is whatever. But being able to work in a team, definitely.
I
Besides the
think
language one, but being able to work
I
in a
think
team
that the
and
team one is actually a really nice point.
right,
You really
teamwork
learn
is so
skills as a leader, and you can apply that in real life as well, of being a leader of a group of or project, whatever it is. You don't always
so
like someone else, you don't always agree with someone, but it can definitely apply in real life as well. Not liking a person,
mm,
it's temporary. You have to do this, live it as
exactly,
fast, efficient as possible, and move on.
exactly.
And then fuck
Move
you and
on.
never see you again.
Yeah, definitely.
What more?
We have this one goal. What more?
What more?
What about you though? Like I want to talk
Okay,
about you as
let's
well.
let's take FPS genre. Okay, I have
Yes, because
played Counter Strike, Global Offensive, Valorant. If we take Apex as well, whatever game, and the FPS genre for itself, self criticism. I really
yeah,
want to improve as a player, and
yeah.
Sora said a while ago, why did I start to gym? We'll come to that in a second.
We'll get to that. Yeah, yeah.
I really wanted to become. I don't want to be dog shit. Let's just say it like this. I want to be a good player. So you really want to develop yourself as much as possible, and that's why there's also really competitive side. Besides
Mm.
that, you really
Ooh,
want
that
to
is
be.
one.
You really want to be the best. You really want to be
Yeah,
competitive. I want to do this.
yeah,
I want to do this.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you really criticize yourself a lot to
I
improve,
like that. I like
but
that.
it can also be too hard on yourself. You have expectation of yourself. You want to be like here,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't reach that. So you are really harsh on yourself sometimes.
Mm.
I think that's also positive side. Like you want to improve a lot, and it's really a steady line.
Good
But
night, still.
but
Love
with
you.
that as well, you can also really go
And I
downside.
hope your projects are well. I feel like that's a great point that you made. Being focused on self improving in FPS because you want to be somewhere, you have a certain goal. That goal might not really be reachable or reachable,
Mm-hmm.
but just having a destination that you want to walk in or walk towards it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all set goals in life as well and really want to be there, even though we might not even be there. But taking that steps and being able to figure out how to get there, like watching tutorials, like how to get better Andy,
Yeah, how
and
to
then you
get better
practice
this and that.
Streamlabs or whatever the fuck you use or O2 or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Or like how
yeah.
to be better with like these are the secret smokes and shit like that. And these same things can apply with life as well. There is so much knowledge in life on YouTube
Mm-hmm. For sure.
that not only apply to gaming but also to real life shit. So
Yeah, you
that's a
can
good point.
learn. You can learn so much. If we take the FPS genre for sure, self criticism, improvement. Don't be too harsh on yourself though. For real though, I'm watching
Of
it, you
course.
guys, everyone here. Don't be too harsh on
Yeah,
yourself.
everyone in my chat as well. Don't be too harsh on yourself, but be self-critical.
Improvement
That's
is
all.
good. Self criticism
Mm.
is good. But also accept yourself where you are currently, and you're doing a great job at it. That's for sure. And what does FPS genre is? Hand-eye coordination is also something. A
Of
reaction
course.
time. We have,
Exactly.
bro. Listen,
React-
listen, listen. We are superhumans basically. And here's my five-head theory. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, go for
listen.
it.
We are not average humans. Think about it. Okay, we are gamers. We are above humanity. Okay,
Okay, okay.
we have reaction timing. Like you see something move up, We have reaction timing. We have hand-eye coordination. Like
Yeah.
you feel it. You are one with your body. We think better besides other people, and that's a fact though. If you
Okay.
think about it, we are hoe zeg je strategisch? Strategic, whatever. We are thinking differently to fix certain things.
Game sense, right?
Yeah, you can call it games. Normal humans were like, okay, how are we gonna fix this? We are like thinking like in multiple ways. If you think about a
Think
problem,
rush B.
rush. If you think about CS:GO, rush B.
Just
You can
rush B,
you can fully go in, but you can also think strategically. Like we split up in like douche.
And then we go long and then smoke.
And I feel like thinking like this is also helping you a lot, even in Apex. Like you can approach many things and like from the left, the middle, the right side, above them, flying towards them. There are so many solutions, and I think you can apply that in real life as well.
Definitely.
With fixing solution like, okay, there's one way, the second
Yeah.
way, third way. Maybe it's a fourth way. Maybe we can fly or something, a
Who,
fourth way.
who knows?
Yeah.
There's a comment in my chat that's actually really interesting. Razy says different thinking patterns approach problems differently. Do you think gaming also helps with problem solving? Because I feel like gaming does a lot with problem solving. Like
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. For sure, there's always a problem for something. And
Mm.
what was then the person's name again?
Razy.
Razy. You're amazing, and your comment is right.
He plays Apex.
Exactly, perfect. But you're right though. Like you can approach different questions.
Oh wait, he's from your stream, bro.
Or Rezu.
Razio. Excuse me. I thought it was Razy. It
Oh, I
was
thought like,
Razy.
oh, what?
Come on, Razy 61.
I was like, what? Okay, whatever. But yeah, for sure, you
Sorry.
learn to approach things in a different kind of way, and that's a really thing you can take in real life as well.
Because one is the in-game sense and real life sense, there is also difference, but it depends on what you can play. Jesus fucking Christ, Lucky, that's just a Bible. There was this one thought that I always had for some reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Rezu. I also have his chat open, by the way. You know, I was thinking about this. What if, right?
What if?
And FBI, if you're looking, you're probably already looking, but still, FBI, if you're looking, right? Yo, count me in, all right? In a way. So, imagine having this robot, right? Or
A
a
robot?
robot. Not an exoskeleton, but like a robot from our keyboard and mouse, right? And basically, when we go like right with our mouse, the robot goes also like this, right? And but we have the FPS camera, right? I honestly think if you put like pro CS:GO players or pro Valorant
I know
players,
what you're going.
they will pop fucking headshots here right and left. They will like pop, 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 you know, with the reaction time of like a god. Like fucking what was that one guy? What was that one guy god again in CS? Um,
He
the
goes
headshot.
route, whatever. All the pro players are amazing.
Oh, it was like the one the one tap, the one
Scream.
scream.
Headshot
Yeah, yeah.
machine.
Like, imagine Scream behind the scenes on the keyboard and mouse, and then like a robot that he controls or whatever the fuck, and it just pops headshot left side and center and just kills people. Okay, that sounds weird. But you know what I mean, right?
I
You know
think
what I mean, right?
in the future for sure, I believe that gaming, if you talk about military wise, they will hire gamers for sure.
I know, in a way, right?
Yeah, we are thinking so different besides other average humans. We are superhumans that we can for sure get into a position for something like this. And for sure, we will control robots and we just operate them from a distance. And bro, we headshot them, whatever.
Wait.
We are superhumans, man. We have reaction time. We have hand-eye coordination, bro. What more do you want? We are thinking so five-head. You don't realize.
Definitely, I agree. Reaction time is definitely something that gamers have. Definitely.
Like you can train reaction timing, but it will stop at a certain point. And we gamers are really trained from the beginning of gaming to the end. For the FPS genre, MOBAs, for sure.
Yeah. Reaction time is honestly even if I mean I would say I wouldn't say I have an advantage, but coming from a martial arts background, you know, I would say that gaming also improves or actually like what's it called? Improve my reaction time on it as well. So like being able to counter something or like dodge an ability in League of Legends also made me realize that I could dodge like punches. I'm like, you know, when you see a punch or you see a skill shot and your brain is like, you know, and it's like next move dodge or next move parry the fuck out of it, stuff like that. Yo, gaming, I wouldn't consider superhuman, but you know,
Bro,
sure,
we are five heads. You have no idea.
sure.
Okay, but
Sure.
there are a lot of benefits about gaming, but like we talked about earlier before, there's also like the bit of the dark side, you know. Addiction for sure. You forget your real life as well, and you're too focused on. I call it the fake world. You can call it the fake world somehow. For me, like when I was 16, I was still like addicted to gaming, escaping reality. I think you haven't met me. We met at like 18, 19 years old, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
When I was 16, this was for Sora, by the way, for your question. I wanted to change my life, actually. Like, I was every day in my room gaming. I felt like I need to change my life. I want to be healthy. I need to expand myself. I was extremely introverted at that time, and I wanted to change. So my first step for that was change my body. There was a way for me to mentally rest myself, just chill. And that's when
Mm-hmm.
I started to exercise, go to the gym a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grow a lot with gymming in the first 3 years. My major change became in year 4, and it's when it really became big. But like
Mm-hmm.
gaming has taught me many great things and developed myself a lot, in terms of texting wise, communication wise, behavior, confidence, whatever. But I was so focused on this fake reality that I forgot my own reality, if that makes any sense, of the life that we have.
Did you really want to change the, I would say, the what's it called, the stereotype of a gamer in a way? Do you, because like I feel like, when people describe a gamer, I mean these days it's different, but back in the day it was just this nerdy small kid, behind a PC, which I, by the way, I still am,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
did you want to change that stereotype in a way, or was it just yourself?
It was for myself mostly. I was so focused on this fake
For the
world
better. Sure.
that I need, like, everyone has dreams like, oh, I want to be rich, I want to do this, I want to have this job, blah blah, whatever it is. But I was so focused on this fake reality of my life in the gaming world that I forgot my own life, and I was like, okay, I need to change my mentality wise, need to change everything. I want to have a good life. So instead of focusing on the fake person that I am, in the terms of gaming wise, let's focus on the real me, for developing myself.
Oh.
And going to the gym has teach me many things, communication wise as well. You don't approach someone like, oh, can you help me? I was scared. You're just like, yo, I didn't dare to like, hey, yo, can you help me? I was like, bro, I was really shy, but I
Yeah.
still went to the gym to be uncomfortable as well. I was so in my
Mm,
comfort zone with gaming. Oh, I can
mm,
say fuck you on the online internet, and I feel good about it. Or I can
mm,
say you're amazing, and whatever. It's a fake reality, but it's also an amazing way to communicate, and you learn
mm.
a lot of amazing people.
Would you say that going to the gym learned you facing your fears? I mean, first of all, going to the gym is something physical, but I feel
Hmm.
like it's more mental. But for example, coming up to a guy and telling you, "Yo, can you spot me or whatever the fuck, or can you help me with this or this?" Was it the fear that you were facing? Do you think that going to the gym or gaming helps you facing your fears?
I felt like going to the gym and talking to a person was the hardest step for me to do, actually. So I don't
Mm,
like talking to people face to face. For me,
mm,
internet was a way for me to talk to people, if that makes any sense. Like you just type some letters on your keyboard and brrr, you send it, enter, and boom, it's there. But talking to a person in real life is something different. You see their facial expression, you see everything that the person is doing, seeing, whatever they think. So that was
mm,
really facing a fear that I didn't know I had.
mm.
And with time, I overcome came that. But gaming is also like, it made me hide my fears a bit more, I guess.
Really?
Yeah,
Hide? What do you mean with
I
that?
mean hide. Like currently right now, with streaming, I think you need to talk a lot. Uh,
Mm,
but with gaming, you just text. It's plain text. It's not so hard for
mm,
you. It's just something you put in the world, in the internet, and that's it.
mm,
And talking to someone in real life is really different. A lot of people don't even like to talk to people, to other people in real life,
mm,
besides the people they know of.
mm.
And so like gaming can help you learn that as well. Like just talk to people with voice chat, just in a normal environment. Let's not say
Yeah,
the toxic one.
yeah,
But the other side of that is people also don't like to talk, and gaming
of
for
course,
them is a way to escape it.
of course,
To
yeah.
just talk and interact with other people. Some people don't really have any friends in their life, so gaming is for them a way to interact with people,
Yeah.
because I think they are whatever weird or just different besides the
Maybe,
other normal
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I'll go for,
Stay
yeah.
hydrated, by the way.
Yeah, everyone stay hydrated, definitely. I feel like that's also, by the way, something that we totally missed out is also, I mean, we kind of talked about it when it comes down to communicating with people, but I feel like the internet and especially gaming, thank you so much for the follow, Luna, if I pronounce it correctly. Sorry, excuse me, by the way, Sus.
No
But
problem.
communicating with people, getting out of the comfort zone to send a friend request and be like, hey, you want to play together, um, communicating with people, making friendships. I think that's also a positive side because to be really honest, The reason why I feel like we became friends is because of Discord and gaming, right? And it's such a step that we honestly totally forgot. Gaming brings people together.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Gaming, we both share a certain interest. We both share a certain hobby, which is gaming, whether that's League or CS or Bell, whatever the fuck. It seriously brings people together. And that's honestly something that we both missed. And I'm actually surprised that we didn't talk about that. It brings people together, man. It's such a beautiful thing. Gaming is so
It's
amazing.
all it's a
Same goes
bonding
for
time.
music and everything.
Yeah, for sure. It's also some bonding time you have together. Yeah, you see a person every day. You speak to them on the online world. You game. It's really bonding. It's you build on the relationship that you have.
True.
I think that
I
really
don't
is a point that we missed out for sure.
totally for some reason. Gaming is the reason I am watching this podcast right now. Thank you so much, Limbs. It is true. Gaming brought us together, and damn,
Yeah, for sure. Look at these amazing people who are watching right now. I met
I know,
some
right?
interesting people, amazing people. Some people who are a bit weird in my chat, especially. I'm not gonna call any names, but your chat as well, you know. But it's
Of course,
bonding.
I love.
It's a fun time, and we met many amazing people. So I think that also really is the most positive side of gaming, meeting another humans, bonding with everyone, have another opinion, another person, another skill, a lot of interest. Okay, precies. I watch this podcast right now.
But
I know I
there,
didn't appreciate it.
there are some like comments that I want to talk about.
Yeah, sure.
Someone is. There was a time where friends I made online were much nicer people than my IRL. So in a way, I think they might have prevented me from developing mental issues, and the fact I feel like that's also in a way, I totally agree with that in a way
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm,
my when I was in my depression, gaming was my escape from reality.
mm-hmm.
But in a way, I also met people that actually helped with my depression by being or having the sense of belonging somewhere.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And I
yeah.
feel like in this world where people are like looking at the differences or pushing people out, right? When you're in the gaming world, sure, you'll be that nerdy small kid that games in his room every fucking day and doesn't eat and shit like that and doesn't
Mm-hmm.
see it. But when you game and you meet people, you realize like, hey, what the fuck? I'm not really that different. Like a lot of people are actually
Yeah,
like.
same.
I mean,
Yeah,
there are
same.
things that you should change, by the way, because like in a way, it shouldn't be a distraction from real life. But
Mm-hmm.
yo, it made us, it made us be friends, man. Gaming is amazing, bro. It is amazing.
Yeah, I think like meeting more nice people in the online world is such a great thing. I think that a certain generation doesn't even realize what that is. If we talk about our parents are like, oh, we are gamers, we are gaming in online world.
Yeah.
They don't even know that we are basically talking to people right now. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, can you pause the game in an online game? And that's not even possible.
Mm,
Can you pause League? Can you pause CSGO?
no,
No, it's not possible, bro. We are playing with real humans. And I
definitely.
feel like gaming is making people bond. People are so nice in the online world. And if you look at real life, people can be dicks.
Yo,
People can be
that
really dicks these days. And that's why people
definitely.
like this online world of communication more. That's it.
This is one interesting as well. Gaming, raise zeal. Gaming can be beautiful but also destructive, neglecting school and studies. I think we're gonna get that in a bit, the
Mm-hmm.
negative downsides, or we actually already got over it. But yo, I've met so many amazing people online through gaming. I feel like the best friends I have right now, real life friends, are through gaming. Now that I think, I've met you. I mean, not really met you through gaming, but we bonded through gaming. Those
Yeah.
nights when we were talking at 3 a.m. after a fucking long night of Valorant or CS and
Yeah.
talking
For sure.
about live and shit. Yo, most of the time when people think I'm just gaming 24/7, I feel like when we're in a Discord call, it's like 70% is just us talking and 30% the
Mm-hmm.
game.
Yeah.
Cause like sure we game
Hi
together,
Shinigami. Hi Faye. Welcome.
but 70% is just us having a good time and sharing love with the homies. Wait,
There was one question, right?
a question?
You said
That
like there
wasn't.
was another question.
It wasn't really a question. It
Oh,
was a comment
yeah. People
saying
are
the
coughing,
downsides
teasing
of
others when if they would.
the downsides of gaming. But
Yeah,
oh
for
shit, I
sure,
think
Vay.
we
I
went
agree
through
with
that
that for
already.
sure, 100%, 100%.
So
But how you doing, Vay? How was your day? You guys watching Nagami? But what do you think that's also really a negative side of gaming?
Excuse me. The negative sides of gaming.
If we talk about mental health wise,
Hmm.
um, gaming can help a lot in that to escape, but it's
Hmm.
also a way you don't want to fear your mental health as well. You don't want to fear the problems. People want to suppress their feelings
Definitely.
quite a lot
Mm.
through gaming as well,
Mm.
and I think it's basically they are building a wall for themselves
Mm.
in their mind, and at one point, yeah, they don't want to live, and gaming is the only way of suppressing
Yeah.
that fear, basically, of
Yeah.
there's another me, there's another fake existence of me in this online world where they don't care.
Yeah. Well, I think we talked about it briefly. You know, when you basically go into a different world, you immerse yourself in a different world. You kind of run from reality, or like it's escape from reality. I mean, you could be fucking what's it called? You could be like grandmaster or whatever the fucking league,
Mm-hmm.
but not have your life together. If that makes sense, you
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
Um, yeah, the downside. I feel like, I mean, there are definitely more downsides. I mean, when you for example, oh, don't blame me. When you look at, for example, at fucking the health benefits that you have, I feel like pro gamers or like gamers in general, we don't really eat that well. We don't sleep that
Yo,
well. We don't
gamers are sleep
rest
deprived.
well.
Gamers don't
Jesus
sleep.
fucking Christ, we don't sleep that well. I mean, my sleeping schedule is good. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but my sleeping schedule is good. But when I was fucking, when I was in my, when I was honestly, when I was in a depression and I was gaming, my days were so off, and gaming definitely had an impact on that. So physically, gaming also has a lot of downsides. You're sitting in a chair. My chair is broken right now, so I'm fucking
Yes,
my
I see that.
fucking back hurts.
Pillow.
My fucking back hurts because my chair is broken right now. But in general, we don't do physical activities, and it is proven that physical activity, whether that's doing sports or just going for a walk,
It's
is good
healthy.
for your body, both mentally and physically.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Physically,
you know,
you're basically throwing your body away to
mm,
go into this virtual world that Vase
mm,
also saying. It's an addiction, for sure.
mm.
But a lot of gamers don't take care of themselves physically.
Oh
Drink
man,
enough water, eat normal things. Don't eat everyday junk food, whatever, unhealthy foods. Just take a walk for like 10 minutes, already benefiting you. But no, gamers are lazy, they blah, blah, blah. You know the point. Gamers are
this
never taking care of themselves.
this is a good comment. Also, if you let games stress you out, there's a constant exposure to adrenaline, which isn't good for you. Damn, that's actually a good one.
Oh, I haven't really thought about that, but that's
I haven't
actually a
been
nice one.
asleep awake, right? You haven't slept ever? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Dude,
See? No sleep.
being fucking no sleep, like that's so bad by because of gaming, man. Having no sleep, having no rest. I feel like rest is so underrated.
It is. Even
You're
as
always
gamers,
grinding on
but
League
even
or
even as a gamer, if you sleep, you improve a lot with your skills.
Yo, I agree.
At the moment you sleep, your brain can process everything. Like, okay, instead of going A to B, we're going A to C and to B. Um, you're developing your skills when you sleep. That's when you have learned. You can apply that the next day. But if you sleep less, you're actually improving less. So I think gamers, we are superhumans, but sleep.
Definitely. I mean, you're a Mr. Bodybuilder. Oh shit, wait. You're a Mr. Bodybuilder yourself. I'm not sure if your coach said this or it has anything to do with like training itself. But don't you think that? I mean, I thought that I learned that from my father, which is Mr. Sensei on martial arts. He always told me, rest is when you improve. Rest is when you
Exactly.
grow. Rest is when you get stronger, if that makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot always work 24/7 or work out or whatever 24/7. You have to rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people underestimate rest.
Rest is the most
Um,
underrated thing that
yeah.
we have in our lives.
Yeah.
Gamers, martial artists, people who exercise a lot.
Mr.
Rest is.
Bodybuilder, hello. You're
I'm
Mr.
the Mr.
Bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder here.
I'm
Even my
Mr.
coach is saying it.
Martial Arts. You are a bodybuilder.
Even my coach is saying that you need sleep to improve. That's
Yeah.
the moment where your muscles are gonna recover, regenerate 100%. Sleep
Exactly.
is the
Yeah.
moment where you are making your skills better. That's when your
Yeah.
brain can process everything.
Yeah.
So if you there, yeah, I see you looking there. If you don't sleep, bro,
Serverson, you sleep, my friend.
today you're gonna sleep,
Today,
bro.
yes.
You need
Or
sleep to
math.
improve. If you want to be
Or
a better
math.
gamer, bro, and you really want to grind a lot,
Thank you
grind
for the follow.
healthy, but also sleep healthy to make yourself grow a lot. Sleep, my man, sleep. It's what you
I feel
need.
like I feel like when you're, for example, let's say you are grinding from platinum to diamond, and you have 24 hours or whatever the fuck, or not 24 hours, but you have like a week, right? I don't think it's healthy to grind 24/7, grinding on that league every fucking time. You have to take rest, man. I think after like maybe 5 hours, 6 hours, your body starts to be tired as fuck.
Yeah, for sure. Because if you think
You
about
don't
it,
perform your game well. The same
for
goes
sure,
for real life activities.
for sure. If you like grinding so much in real life, and a game is also eating your focus away. In the beginning of like a few hours of gaming, you're focused. After those few hours, you're starting to lose focus more and more. And yes,
Definitely.
this is an addiction, to be honest. People want to grind a
What?
lot.
Oh,
It's
the
an
grinding.
it's an
Yeah.
addiction, to be honest. Like you want to become the best in the game. And for sure, sometimes you have to sacrifice certain things to reach certain points. That's true, though.
Mm,
If you want
mm.
to become the number one in the game, yeah, you have to sacrifice something.
You might have to put in more hours. Yeah.
You might have to put in more hours, whatever. You will sacrifice a bit of your physical body to
Mm,
reach this certain rank, position, whatever it is.
mm,
But sleep can also help you into becoming that faster. You're developing your
mm,
skills in sleep.
mm.
That's for sure
There's
something.
a Melanie said something really interesting what we actually talked about before. Did you guys know that in the U.S. military that the U.S. military uses games to prepare soldiers psychologically for stressful situations? I
That's
didn't know.
that is exactly the thing. The thing
We were talking about
with five head. We are five head, bro. Think about it. We are gamers. Our way of thinking is so different, bro. We are five heads. You have no idea. A basic
Can you
soldier would go
imagine?
like we counter game will go like you know we use the peeking techniques from games, bro. Think about it. We are five heads. We have seen the results already. We have answered that. We know what's gonna happen. If we basic soldier speak like this, yeah, you're dead, bro. But you know,
If you shoulder peak, well,
if you short a peak well enough, you know,
I'm pretty much shit like that.
those memes. Always,
It's
always.
fucking dumb. I don't know,
Well,
man.
I
Good
guess we've
topic.
been through every topic right now.
True.
So, anyone has any questions? Something you want to clear? Say your opinion or
I was,
something.
I just wanted to say that I actually fucking love doing this, man.
You like
How
it?
about? Yeah, I love doing
It was
this.
fun, man. I can say it was
How
fun.
was your experience for this? This was the first time for everyone, by the way. This is the first time doing the podcast like this. The
Hmm.
Seuss Cat. What was your experience with this? How did you like it?
Just fun talking about certain topics that people don't even talk about.
Mm,
So it's for sure something fun. If people liked it, why not do it more often? Maybe once a week,
mm,
maybe once every 2 weeks, whatever.
mm.
But it was a fun one.
It was fun. I actually like doing this. I actually learned a lot as well, like from chat, but also from you in terms of like I learned things that I didn't really know, or your perspective on certain things I didn't
Hmm.
know a lot. So thank you. Thanks for having me, man. It was really fun.
It was fun. So I think like we have talked enough before this podcast. Like podcast need to be like, but not don't stretch it too much. Otherwise it gets boring. I think we talked about a lot of great things.
Uh-huh.
So I want to say thank you for your time, and
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I think this is the goodbye of our life.
This is the goodbye, man. Will you gonna do this in next week in another topic with another?
Next week, maybe. I'm thinking about it, but
Are they not gonna give us a teasy teasy? Your chat and my chat, the teasy teasy, man. Because my community is also really familiar with yours. So
yeah, for sure. If people liked it, then yeah, we'll do it more often.